Hey, good afternoon to you, my Facebook peeps. How are you doing today? Today being the 24th of June 2025, we are just 2 days away from the National Athletics Championship. But I want to talk about a matter that has been the subject of ongoing discussion. And the thing about me, I'm a diligent student of research. I don't run with the emotional outburst because I want to get a forward on any broadcast that I do. That's not me. I try to be fair. I try to be reasonable. I try to be balanced. But whatever I do, at the end of the day, I must speak the truth. And there are many in our society who are not speaking the truth, especially people who are in media, people who are doing podcasts, people who have YouTube channel. I guess what they like to do is to take issues and make them sensational, and sometimes to attack people's integrity and people's reputation, because it's the easiest thing to do, to attack and to destroy people's reputation, people's character. They attack and attack their reputation, and we need to stop these things. And I believe that if most individuals were diligent investigators, diligent researchers, I would want to think that a lot of the controversial issues that we have today, they would not be needed. But a lot of people don't research, right? They don't try to do the necessary investigation. Investigative journalism in Jamaica is poor because people often like soundbite. Yesterday I was fortunate to be at the JAAA media launch of the National Athletics Championship at the JAAA headquarters, because I'm a stakeholder interest in sport, and I make myself there because I want to hear what is being said. And after the press conference, I went on a YouTube channel, a popular YouTube channel, and instead of the host, it is a co-host program, but instead of one of the hosts who was actually there speak exactly about what actually happened, he did not do that. The title was, I believe, will the J3s block the athletes? And there was another one of them that was implying also that the J3s as a body, it would seem to me then that, I don't want to couch my language poorly, so let me think about it. They were suggesting to me that the J3s did not want to give any opportunity for people to ask questions on the pressing issue at hand, which has to do with the 4 athletes who have switched allegiance. Now, the launch essentially was for the National Athletics Championship. That's what the launch was about. And it would seem there were journalists there who wanted to make the launch anything but the National Athletics Championship. And the president insisted that he wanted to stick to the business at hand, which is the media launch of the National Athletics Championship. And so they were saying now, there was a particular journalist who was saying that, are you saying that we can't ask any question because clearly there were other issues, pressing issues that the Jamaican people want to know about? And eventually the president said, well, okay, he'll open the floor and people can ask questions. So instead of saying that, the J3 was trying to prevent individuals from asking questions about those athletes that have switched allegiance, instead of saying that the J3 the president actually opened the floor for questions so that individuals could ask questions about the matter of the switching of allegiance. He ran off to say that it would appear that J3 did not want to entertain that, and I did not get that feeling that the J3 did not want to entertain, because so soon as the questions were asked about why we can't, the J3 said, okay, ask some questions. What I got from that launch was that the primary focus was the media launch of the National Athletics Championship. That was the focus, right? But so he did not want, for example, those questions relating to the switching of allegiance to overshadow the essence of the media launch, because Jamaicans, they give them an inch, they take a yard, you give them a yard, they take a mile, and before you know it, what the launch was essentially about would not have been achieved. But a lot of questions were asked. And I believe the J3 has answered them well. For example, I believe that whilst there is room for improvement, and I'll always, Anthony Williams, thanks to see you on the live, whilst there's room for improvement and people will always seek to improve the product, the services of any association or organization, because you don't start off delivering at the highest level. You start off delivering and then you try to fix certain problems, but the impression that is given by some as though the J3 is missing in action, and that the J3 they are not doing anything for athletes, and that is why the athletes have turned away. Because I would want to think that over the years, Jamaica has had a very high level of retention of our athletes, notwithstanding the fact that the J3s have not been perfect and the government has not been able to provide the quantum of funds that some of these athletes would like. The level of retention has been very high, right? So for me, to look at those now who have broken ranks with Jamaica to ply their trade for another country, to use that to castigate the J3s, when that to me is an aberration, is to me totally unacceptable. Devon James. But I want to use this live today to straighten out some points, because my name was called on a YouTube channel yesterday, and I don't think that person was being totally truthful, because the facts are that individual got 2 tranches of money this year. It's a thrower, not calling any name, that thrower know himself, because when you throw a stone in the pig pen, the one who squeal, that's the one who is guilty, right? And I did not call any name on that particular program, right? But that particular thrower chose to respond. You know why? Because the stone hit him. Now listen to me, that person got 2 tranches of payment this year from the J3. They got one early in the year, and they got another payment as recent as May. And I will say this, what that person got is probably more than twice what other athletes would have benefited from. And that athlete is a switcher. What that one person got from the J3 is, not from the government now, right? Not from the JAAA, and I soon talk about the JAAA. That person would have gotten more than twice, probably thrice in some instance, what some other athletes got. And those athletes who have gotten 1/2 or 1/3 of what that athlete got those athletes have not switched. Let me tell you something. When people make up their mind to do things because of what motivates them, you can't do anything to change them. When a person, for example, was doing a 9 to 5 job, and a menial 9 to 5 job, and he could hardly survive, and he recently entered track and field. Does he believe that overnight, because he just entered track and field at 2 years or so, that overnight his life should be transformed? It doesn't happen like that. There's a guy in the US who is a UPS delivery man. That's what he has been doing. 9 to 5, it's not working out for him, but he is now into track and field. He can't now, because he simply just entered track and field, expect that overnight his life is going to look like a Usain Bolt or a Shakara Richards or or a Asafa Powell. His life will not look like that yet. But I am sure that if he continues to run and continues to do well on the circuit, right, the type of shoe contract that he has, right, will make him benefit, and other sponsorship that he might get will make him benefit significantly, and it will transform his life in due course. But you have some of these people behaving as though they have been at the game for the longest of time, and Jamaica has not been doing anything for them. These are newcomers, new kids on the block who have actually done nothing really in terms of investing time for Jamaica at the senior level. They have not done anything really. So what kind of instant gratification do these people want, except that they are just greedy? And that's it. Alfred Duane, boy, this man Alfred Duane, boy, when I see him on my life, I have to pay my respect. He's one of my mentors. A lot of people didn't know that I used to do acrobat. This was one of my trainers. When I used to do acrobatics, we went on many shows. He took me on many shows when I was a young acrobat all over the country. Blessing Alfred Duane. Yeah, man. And Devon James, blessing. So we're coming back to these things now to discuss whether some of these athletes are fair. Because I get the impression that a lot of people want to castigate the J3s. But they think the athletes are perfect. And some of these athletes are liars. Let me repeat, some of these athletes are liars. Some of them are disingenuous. Some of them collect, right? They collect under secrecy and pretend like they get nothing because they want more, and they have an insatiable appetite. They probably want more than what the J3s could possibly give. But do you ever hear these athletes, or even some of the critics and detractors and the haters of the J3s, do you ever hear them attack the JAAA? And the JAAA have significantly more funds than the J3As. Let me say this to you. For example, the JAAA, you see the Paris Olympics that has just gone, and our previous Olympics, those money that are earned from our medal as a result of our medal winners, all those money go to the JAAA from the Olympics, not the J3s. Let me repeat. The Paris Olympic, for all the medals that Jamaica would have won at the Paris Olympics and all previous Olympics, all the money from that go to the JAAA, not the J3A. That's one. Preparation fund for Olympics goes to the JAAA and not the J3As. The recent sponsorship that we see, money coming from Red Stripe, it goes to the JAAA, not the J3As. And I do not hear anybody castigating the JAAA that has more cash to offer athletes. They spend their time attacking the J3As. And the question we must ask, why the J3As? When the J3 is less endowed with funds and are doing significantly more for sports administration and sports development in Jamaica than the JAAA. In fact, the JAAA doesn't even give the J3As any money, to the best of my knowledge. Even from the last Olympic, there has not been any transfer based on what I have learned that the JAAA has given to the J3As. So I think some of these athletes are misguided in terms of who they believe that they can get funds from. Because they don't go to the JAAA and attack the JAAA. The JAAA probably, I can't say probably, a one-off thing that they do for a few. But there is no program, no comprehensive program of assistance to our athletes by the JAAA, and the JAAA sit on a lot of cash. Far more cash than the J3s. So the question we must ask, why is this so? Do you know also that there is a clause that entitles the J3 to take at least 10% of the earnings of athletes who compete on the circuit, whether the Diamond League or Grand Prix or different continental tours or Panama? The J3 has never ever taken a single solitary dollar from any of the athletes, although the clause entitles the J3s to collect at least 10%, right, from the athletes. They have never taken any from them. People don't talk about these things. Let me say this to you. Whatever fund the J3A might have benefited from in terms of, let's say, World Championship, whatever money is wired to the J3 because athlete might win a relay or what have you, and the money is to be shared up, whatever money is sent to the J3, banking charges are applied against those funds. So when the J3 get the money from World Athletics, for example, they get less than the money because it is the money less the bank charges. And that money that the J3 get, when they are to send it to the athletes, whether to their bank accounts or whether by courier, for a lot of persons who live outside of Jamaica, right? Bank charges are also applied against that, and the J3 absorb those bank charges and send the money that they get from down. You think they are perfect people? You think some of these athletes are perfect people? They are worse than some of the people that you are criticizing in administration. In fact, I trust people in the administration far more than these people, because a lot of people in the administration, they leave administration and they are broke in the end. They don't have no money, they don't have nothing. So if them was thief, them are rich, them have big house and the top of the line vehicle and that. None of them don't have no money. And to the best of my knowledge, someone like a God Gale is someone with a master's degree who is a principal. So he's gainfully employed, he's highly educated, so he's earning his own money. Gasgale has up to a master's degree, and he has been a principal for the longest while. That's the person that I know. And the person that I know is someone with impeccable character, because I don't associate myself with persons who do not have impeccable character. And when I say associate myself, I know him. He's a Casey old boy. I have known a lot of Casey old boys in various stations in life. I know them and they know me. You think I'm afraid to say it? God is someone that is worthy of friendship. Worthy of friendship because of his character and his nature. And then a lot of people stay in social media and trying to sully the man's reputation and to destroy and defame the J3. For what purpose? When you destroy the J3, what do you think will happen? A lot of you who are criticizing the J3, I can tell you, put you in the J3 for 2 months and you crash it. You'll be worse. You'll be 10, you'll be a million times worse. It is easier to stay on the outside to criticize things that are on the inside. Until you get on the inside, you realize you are a total disaster. Leave people who have given themselves the service of the country, of the nation. They are doing a fantastic job. Let us help them along the way and stop impute motives and stop denigrate people and tearing down people and destroying people's reputation because some athletes have made choices for themselves that has nothing to do. They have concocted story. You know why they have concocted the story? Because a lot of them know that switching national allegiance is a treacherous decision, that for the reason that they have done it. It's treacherous. They have sold themselves, they have been bought out. And they know that it's a treacherous decision. And so they tell lies to kind of mitigate the impact of public condemnation of what they do. Some people always support these things because you have people who are loyal to nothing really but money and to fame and to popularity, and they don't care about it. And for them, Jamaica really means nothing. Jamaica is just a place that some of them pass in time, and eventually they'll find themselves in another space. And a lot of them who condemn Jamaica, when they go to other countries, they are the most patriot. You have some people who live in Jamaica all their life, and the people of Jamaica have never done anything from them. And they have got their foundation and education in Jamaica. And as they reach in the United States, or Canada, or Britain, or wherever, they are behaving like they are in heaven. Like these countries are the countries where they are what they are. And their faithfulness to these countries. And they will vote in these countries and follow the politics of their country. But when they are in Jamaica, they avoid politics and they curse the government and they curse the opposition and they curse everything about Jamaica, though Jamaica is a pariah. They are behaving like as though they are holier than thou when they are in other foreign countries. I am not about that. The black, green and gold is everything to me. Because the black, green and gold have produced people like the Marcus Garveys. The black, green and gold have produced people like the Louis Bennett. The black, green and gold have produced people like the Bob Marley, like Usain Bolt, like Shelley and Fraser Price, like Michael Manley, like Norman Manley, like Elaine Thompson Era, like Johan Blake, like Third World, like Dennis Brown. I could go on and on. We have produced excellence across the cultural sphere, the academic sphere, the political sphere, the philosophical sphere. Barry Watson. We have produced people like Barry Watson, top artist, sculptor. Jamaica has everything to be proud of. It's perfection, someone look on the go and go to heaven. A perfection, someone look on the go and go to heaven. All in a ever war fight with Satan and God. A perfection and look from Jamaica. Like Jamaica not owe we nothing, now we owe Jamaica nothing. And people make country great, and a country make people great. Our people make country great. We must make our country great, and then our country can turn on and make our offspring great. If we not put in the work to make our country great, what kind of country we ever have? All we do is get up every day and condemn Jamaica and destroy Jamaica and believe that Jamaica must give it everything we want without to put in the work. All of them athletes are we at national, them are representing no more than 2 years. 2 years. What kind of return on investment them want in a 2 year? Them they will give a 4 or 5 years of national representation at the senior level. None of them. And what kind of return on investment them want in a 2 years? Some want return on investment in a 1.5 years. Them want to earn millionaires and billionaires overnight. Owe them. It's owe them. Like Fortis Williams, blessings on the line. Marcia Pratt, blessings on the line. None of them now make me join and condemn Jamaica. For me, the last man alone left for Jamaica. I big up Jamaica. I love Jamaica. And we make Jamaica great. Jamaica to the world. The man stay in a foreign land and I come lick out. And when man talk about patriotism, like patriotism is a scoundrel. Is the refuge of all scoundrel. That patriotism, that the word patriotism should be struck out of the dictionary, out of the lexicon. Like patriotism don't have any good meaning to it, like it's something bad. Like you know if you love your country. When you can stay foreign and tell me that, and someone were there, when I have no national pride now, you can't tell me about me if you love my country. I'm not mad, I'm not sick. I behave like the Jamaican brand don't have any intrinsic value. Everything we talk about government should have gone away. It's the same mentality we have in our politics. It's a handout thing. People say, oh, it's a give it. What about your talent? Your talent supposed to make you can provide for yourself. Jamaica gave a platform for shine before the rest of the world. Use that opportunity and shine to the best of our ability and make money by way of endorsement and contracts and running the circuit and make money. And I still want Jamaica after now shine to come put money in our pocket, take taxpayer money and a mine and like on a big girl. And go away. And go away. An athlete wants some help because they're young and budding and they need some transportation money and some money to eat some food, or they have a local issue and they need to go to the doctor, some medical issues. Yeah man, the National Association can deal with them things there. Some MRIs, yeah, the National Association can deal with them things there. Some rehabilitation, yeah man, you can go to get, if you can't get 100% of the money, but you get 70% of the money, that's a help. And your club, suppose you can go to some money too. But on a part of a club system, and the club, the coach, the boss of the club, them get a bag of money, and the president of the club, them, and them a bag of money off of, so them can plow back for the money in a owner too. And not just the J trade. You have a whole for stakeholder interest in an athlete, and not just the J trades alone or the JAAA for that matter. What about the clubs? And the money where the clubs them earn, the coach them, and the president of these clubs where them suck money out of the club. You think kind of charity work them do? What about some of the money where they earn off an athlete? They have a plow back under the athlete, rehabilitate athlete, fix athlete, help athlete, and everything they talk about, send them go to J3. What about food the money on have and make off an athlete and run them to the ground on the circuit to make money? And I think some of them money to come help the athlete them too. And everything about the J3. The J3 is about sports administration and sports development. And they take money for the sports administration and sports development. No one can play with me and tell me food thing. He's a smart enough man. He's an independent thinker. He's a critical thinker. So this is my little 2 cents worth, right now. But right now, I prepare myself for the national championship. Excited about it. Only 2 days away. Only 2 days away. And that is what I am about right now. And all of the youth them will stay true to Jamaica and make themselves available for the national championship. I salute you guys, because without you, we would not have a national championship to celebrate and to go to and to feel the joy and the excitement of Jamaica doing well and running fast times and jumping long distances and jumping high distances and throwing long and distances. So all the youths, the boys and the girls who have Jamaica imprinted in their heart, who have Jamaica imprinted in their heart, I salute you. You're a blessing to this nation. You might not be big stars yet, but you shall become big stars, remaining true to the brand Jamaica, loving Jamaica. When we stand up and we say the national anthem, Eternal Father, bless our land, right, guide us with thy mighty hand, keep us free from evil power. When we get up and we say that with pride and goes people touch our body, you think no money can buy that. You have some people in the national anthem and sing them just sit down, because we don't know them are not Jamaican, Them can't wait to get a visa for runway and celebrate like say it's a degree them get. A short visa. Oh, I'm not a citizen of such and such. Like it's a PhD them just get. We're not about that, man. Just like how the American them stand when they give them anthem and have them honor them chest, man. When we are Jamaica, man. That's how we stand with the honor with chest, man, with love, man. Because the black, green and gold mean everything to it, man. So we don't really believe in the black, green and gold. We don't really want to hear from money, We don't go somewhere else, man. And the black, green and gold we are promoting, Jamaica, brand Jamaica, because we want to make this country great, And we don't care which government, which political party form the government. Yeah, everybody don't know, say. My sympathies are with the People's National Party for obvious reasons, in terms of performance. To my heart, I love the PNP, to my heart. When I think about the PNP, I think about Norman Manley, I think about Michael Manley, and Portia Simpson, and PJ Patterson, and the legacy projects are here for us to see how it impact poor people. So that's why I love the PNP. And I love Jamaica just the same. I love Jamaica just the same, because I understand that no one political party shall ever rule forever, because we don't live in a dictatorship. So democracy is good, where sometimes the PNP have to win and sometimes it have to lose. The JLP go win and sometimes the JLP have to lose. I just saw it go. But we are Jamaican same, but we not change from that. We love Jamaica to our heart. So you see the people that when I feel Jamaica to them heart, like how me there so not talk about Jamaica. I never come from my life, because we not beg no friend with no. A Jamaica we say come first. Jamaica over school. I love my school, but Jamaica supersede everything. Jamaica is the only country, if called upon right now, me bear arms and defend my country till death. Not for not go do that. Because expedient. One will probably take up arms for another country when you go get citizenship for, but we never take up arms for the country we are born in. That's why I burn out for one. Me a Jamaican, we want to impact the youth that we are coming on, make them understand say being a Jamaica is something to celebrate and something to be proud of. Because we history deep. We history deep. And we produce outstanding individuals who have not impacted only Jamaica or the Caribbean region, but the global society. And we now switch from no guy. Jamaica. The other day I say Veronica Campbell Brown at the Pegasus, and I stop and I talk to her briefly and I tell her, I say, we know she live in America, yes, family. But I tell her, I say 2004 Athens Olympic to me was the greatest moment as far as I am concerned with respect to Veronica Campbell. I tell her, I say, I follow her career from high school days. And I tell her, I say, the reason why 2004 Athens Olympic stand out to me, I remember when Veronica Campbell won that 200 meter, when nothing now going for the team, nobody now win no medal, no gold medal. And Veronica turned it on for Alistair Felix. I think 22.05 she ran and won that race. And when she go collect her medal, when the anthem start play and the flag start rise, and the tears will stream out her eye, across her cheek, I felt it, man. National pride was on display, man. Love for country, man. It was not about money. It was not about money. You think the VCB couldn't run for America too? It was not about money. It was this little girl from Trelawney who knew her history right through champs as a champion, right through the character game as a champion, right through the world youth and the world the world youth and the world junior as a champion, and into the senior rank as a champion, as a Jamaica, done in the black, green and the gold, imprinted in her heart. I want to come tell me about the youth have the black, green and gold imprinted in her heart. You know, go away. I sell on a sell out to the highest bidder. Babylon buying out. I will not stop talk that. I allow the J3s. Because if the J3s give them $10 more upon where they get, or $20 more, or $30 more, once them see them big money there, they might run same way because their mentality there, they're mercenary. I stick them one stick up Jamaica and the J3s because we hype them up too much and make them feel like them greater than who they are. As the hype, we hype them up and make them feel like them greater than who they are now. They want to stick up the National Association and stick up the country to come mind them like them are some big girl. When they use the talent where God go now, when they done it on the global stage, I want to go make money. When they want the future in the instant gratification and not deal with. When they prepare for work hard. 2 years in our region, Jamaica, and they run left it. And they want to give the rest of their life to another country where they don't know nothing about on the bill. On was grinding in the sand till it become this gem where everybody now sit on and want to take on. Turkey now invest the money in for them grassroots program, for develop for them talent. Them not doing that. That them supposed to do. Where them do is look with one other country like Jamaica for invest in our talent and bring it to fruition, and then them come after Uno and bite the bait like a fish. Hook, line and sink and get hook on the thing when great. Go away. Burning out. Sealer, peace, I'm out. A national championship per se. Blessings. And much respect to Stephen Francis. I heard you chase those crazy ballers out of town when they came to get your athletes. Chase them out of town.